He's a little loose. It's good footage, Mick.
Yep, that pretty much sets the tone.
Okay, start of misery.
We met up the day before in Marfa for a little rest, relaxation, and a whole lot of good conversation as riders rolled in. Thursday night, we tried to do the smart thing. We packed bikes and checked our gear ahead of time. That way on Friday morning, it wasn't a parking lot scramble. We were ready to roll. Friday morning, December 5th, we drove through Presidio and headed for the Barton Warnock Visitor Center to get checked in and start the ride. Since we packed the night before, the usual chaos was minimal and we got an earlier start. This was my 10th year riding Big Bend in December and my 5th year guiding with the Trail Warriors. And I could feel that familiar energy in the group as we started to roll out. Day one put us straight onto the Crystal Trail, remote, technical single track in the best way. The kind of trail that keeps you honest, but still lets you have fun. We explored the old mine site along the way, and even saw a few tarantulas warming up on the rocks, like they own the place, which they do. We rolled into Rincon to find our support crew waiting on us with food and supplies. Somewhere on day one, everybody starts collecting what we jokingly call our Big Bend souvenirs. Scratched arms and legs from the sharp desert plants that don't move out of the way for anyone. If you leave Big Bend clean, you didn't really ride Big Bend. And our support crew waiting on us with food and supplies. Those folks are the reason a ride like this works. Day two started cold and quiet, and before we even rolled, I had to patch my fat tire sidewall with a military-grade car tire patch. Actually, Jesse did the hard work. But Big Bend will test your gear and your creativity. We stopped at pictographs under a rock overhang, ancient stories still on the stone. Then it was back to the trail. Steep hike-a-bike and chunky climbs that make you earn every mile. When we hit camp, the support crew was already there again, and Jesse cooking both nights is always a treat.
Well, I can make yours.
Night 2 gave us something we don't take for granted, a shower at the Sauceda Ranger Station. Out here, that counts as a full luxury spa experience. We refilled water at the ranger station and rolled into the hardest climbs of the route. The kind that make you stare at the trail and negotiate with yourself one switchback at a time. But the reward comes after the work, because the single track on day 3 is the best of the whole trip. Fast, rocky, and unreal. We dropped into the riverbed near the Madrid House ruins and reached camp with daylight to spare. That meant the next mission, hiking back down to find and filter water from a spring. Coyotes and wild donkeys called in the distance, and once again, Big Bend gave us a sky full of stars from horizon to horizon. Day 4 always seems to go too fast. By now, everyone's got the routine dialed. Packing is quicker, legs are stronger, and the group just kind of moves different. With about a mile left, we stopped to take a quick break, and I asked a couple of our veterans what this ride meant to them.
I think the trip was awesome. I wanted to get into bike packing, and this is the way to do it. The route was sometimes harder than I thought it was going to be, but I've been to Big Bend a couple times, so I knew it was going to be damn hard at times. But it was fun. And the people you're with, I think, make the trip even just icing on the cake. Very helpful with everything from what to bring, how to pack. It was just fun. I can't, just an awesome trip.
So this trip, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, it's a wonderful experience with wonderful people. You know, the Trail Warrior does a wonderful job of coordinating logistics, making sure that everyone has what they need, safety. And you know, this experience out here, my first time in Big Bend State Park, was phenomenal. You know, just trying to sum it all up into just a few minutes here in this recording, just, I mean, you can't do it. But looking up at the night sky and just seeing that beautiful scenery with the mountains and the backdrop, you know, that for me was a therapeutic thing that I needed out of this trip. And I really appreciate the Trail Warrior allowing me to come and experience that with everybody here. So I think that'll do it for me, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And that's the thing. Big Bend gives you the scenery, but this is why we ride. Just like that, it's over. Big Bend Ranch State Park gives you something rare. Real remoteness, real challenge, and the kind of quiet you don't find many places anymore. But the best part of this trip isn't just the terrain, it's the people. Over 4 days, strangers become teammates. Doubt turns into confidence, and everybody heads home carrying a few well-earned souvenirs, scratches, stories, and something you can't quite explain unless you've lived it. Hey, a special thank you to our support crew, and thank you for riding with us. Thanks to everyone who makes this mission possible. If you want to join us on a future ride, check us out at trailwarrior.org.